Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for January 30th through February 5th. You might see it at a later time. It's all good. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the Taurus collective, so not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what's coming up here for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. We'll move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here for the Taurus collective is the Tower. Now, this is a major arcana card, okay? Major arcana cards are going to come up anytime it's a significant crossroads, a defining moment. And as far as crossroads and defining moments and new chapters go, the Tower card tends to be a doozy. Now, it doesn't have to be chaos and drama and terror and, bad things. It can be positive things. The Tower card is very much about breaking out of our comfort zone. It's like a permanent change in our life that's pushing us out of our comfort zone. This could be meeting the love of your life. This could be becoming a parent. This could be buying a home, relocating, landing your dream job or dream project, or stepping into your life path or life purpose. It can be so many wonderful things, okay? It doesn't have to be something terrible or something scary. That being said, I know some of you are still scared or nervous about it. I am going to pull clarifiers. There's one more thing I want to say about the Tower. If we know the order of the major arcana, the card that comes before the Tower is the Devil. The Devil is when we're stuck. We feel trapped in a situation. We're scared to take action. So that being said, the Tower is like the cosmic prison break. It's an act of love. Our angels, guides, universe, God is stepping in and saying, look, I see you stuck in a situation, and I'm here to break you out of the situation. I tried to give you signs. I tried to give you guidance. I tried to lead you out of the situation, and you were scared to take those steps, and that's okay. I understand that, but I don't want to see you suffering in the situation anymore. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to bust you out of the situation. I'm going to free you from this bondage. So even when it's like a sudden, shocking thing that happens, it's an act of love that's coming in to liberate us from some kind of bondage. Okay, I'm going to pull clarifiers because, like I said, I know this is a card that scares people and freaks some people out. So we'll go ahead and we'll do some clarifiers here. Please show us clarifier 1. Why is the Tower here for the Taurus collective? Please show us clarifier 2. Please show us clarifier 2. Please show us clarifier 3. Okay. So, clarifier 1. Ooh, Ace of Swords. I like this. Clarifier 2. Emperor. And clarifier 3. Woo! Ace of Cups. This is a good tower. This is a good juicy tower. I like this tower. Okay. So, Ace of Swords can be solutions to problems, solutions to challenges, agreements, contracts, solutions, as I said. It's also a card that comes up for me when there's clearing in the crown chakra. So there could be here in terms of awakening, paradigm shift, seeing through illusions, seeing solutions where once you saw problems, releasing negative thinking or false thinking or false beliefs, and coming into things becoming easier, things happening in a more efficient way, breaking out of the struggle, breaking out of the chaos. Life can begin to feel easier. Okay, sometimes with the Ace of Swords, as there's this crown chakra clearing. For those of you who are going to be, and keep in mind, we've got a full moon happening on the 5th. So this could be a massive crown chakra release for some of you coming into the full moon. Full moon is a time that we release. Okay, so crown chakra clearing can also come with a lot of headaches, migraines, I'm a Taurus moon, and I have been having excruciating migraines the past couple of days. And I think this full moon coming in February is going to be on the 5th, is going to be a pretty powerful full moon. So some of you may be really tapping into that energy in a really like strong way. You may be feeling that energy in a really strong way here with this tower, and some of you may be having a lot of crown chakra clearing in connection with that. Emperor could be stepping into divine masculine energy, or calling in or manifesting a divine masculine. Okay? It's also structure, stability, order, permanence. Ace of Cups is happy new beginnings, honey. Happy, good stuff. Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment, contentment, things that we're passionate about, things that we're happy about, a happy home, true love, soulmate connection, fulfillment, creativity. It's just this abundance of the heart, of the matters of the heart, fulfillment, contentment, happiness, right? Ace of Cups, your cup is, overflowing with joy and satisfaction. And Ace of Cups is a very special card for me, because for me in my readings, Ace of Cups comes up when we're having a massive karmic shift, where we're coming into a time of learning from joy instead of learning through pain. We all have certain things in our life that repeats, and we're like, gosh, man, no matter how many times I walk away from this situation, I end up, walking into it again. Like, what the heck? I'm setting my boundaries and I'm walking away, so why does it happen again? Well, when the Ace of Cups comes up, we figured it out, and we're like, you know what, universe, I know now what the red flags are. I know now what to look out for. I know what these situations have in common. And the next time this is coming my way, I'm going to spot it from a mile away, and I'm going in the other direction. I'm sick of being unhappy. I'm sick of suffering. Life is too short. I demand to be happy. I'm not dealing with this nonsense. And the universe is like, wonderful, excellent, right? Now Taurus's eyes are open. Now Taurus is ready to learn through success, through happiness, support, laughter, creativity, abundance, love, all of these happy ways. All right, Taurus, I had to pause because all of a sudden I got like the worst bleeding nose. That to me is a significant message for the Taurus collective. I was just talking about how Ace of Cups is like, coming into that happy way of learning through pleasure and joy instead of learning through pain and sorrow and heartache. Um, in my experience, I've had periods of time where I would get a lot of bloody noses when I was shifting out of a really bad situation. Okay, so I'm sharing this to say that some of you may be in a situation where you may have been born into like a very dark lineage. You may have been born into very heavy energy. Okay, and you may have been born into a family line where there's just been a lot of messed up stuff. Okay, and so sometimes those of us who are born into this kind of line, our ascension can be very challenging. Our ascension can be a little bit difficult because it's like energetically we're fighting to break out of it. We're fighting to ascend from it, to evolve from it. And there could be all kinds of courting and attachments and things that want to keep us in that lower vibration. So you may be breaking out of something very significant, something that has been challenging for quite some time, to the point where maybe you thought, oh, maybe this is just hopeless, or maybe I'm just going to be stuck in this vibration, or I'm just going to be stuck in this situation. But you're going to burst out of it. You're going to bust out of it. You're going to ascend, and you're going to come into a happier situation, a higher vibration, an energy and an atmosphere that matches this ascension that you're going through. So there could be a new home, there could be relocation, there could be, just something that's coming in here where you're finding yourself in a new environment. Okay, that is matching this ascension or matching this breakthrough for some of you. And it could be feeling like it's coming quite out of nowhere because we have the Tower. The next card that's coming up here for the Taurus collective is Justice. There could be a Libra in the mix here. If you have Libra placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra that's going to be very significant in this time of transition. Now, putting Libra aside, Justice card is very much about balancing the head and the heart. It's bringing the head and the heart working together, moving forward. This can also be agreements and contracts. Some of you may be manifesting a really big contract, receiving a really big offer. Could be agreements as well here with this Justice card. Justice card can also come up at times to give us a sense of reassurance that matters or situations are going to be handled in a fair and balanced way. Okay, some of you may be receiving some kind of karmic justice in a situation. Something you may be receiving word of this karmic justice. Like maybe you thought somebody got away with something, and you're finding out, nope, they didn't get away with it at all. Right? And they brought that upon themselves. And it's not for us to celebrate. We don't want to celebrate when bad things happen to people, but it could be like a reassurance or a validation for you, that people aren't just gonna go unchecked. They're not just gonna do terrible things and go off and have a wonderful life. They're going to have to deal with the consequences of their actions, and they're not going to get to escape those consequences of their actions. The next card that's coming up here for the Taurus collective is the High Priestess. Now, very interesting. This card has Pisces and Taurus elements to it. So this could be some of you, if you have Pisces placements, big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces that might be very significant in this time of transition, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Now, the Taurus element tells us, Taurus, that this could be really a time where you're really tapping into your power, taking back your power, coming into your confidence, coming into your authenticity, and tapping into like your inner wisdom, your inner knowing. There could be an increase of intuition for some of you here with this High Priestess energy. High Priestess is also a card that comes up for me when we're very charismatic. Okay, it comes up in my readings when you're very charismatic. You're vibrating at a very high frequency, and that's attracting a lot of people and a lot of opportunities towards you. But one of the things we need to learn when we're in High Priestess energy is that not everybody who wants us gets to have us. So Taurus, there may be a lot of opportunities coming your way, and you're going to have to sift through these. And you're going to have to take a step back, and you're going to have to look at the situation. Who and what is at their full potential? Who and what is making an effort versus who and what maybe is looking to latch on or like get a ride or feed off of us parasitically in some way. So it's going to take some deciphering on your end. You're going to have to really kind of examine the situation and look and see people at how they're behaving versus their potential. How are they behaving? Are they present in their life in a way where they're doing their work, in a way where they're meeting their potential? Or are you just seeing the inner self and seeing their potential, but they're not aligned with that and they're running from doing their work? So Taurus, some of you maybe have found yourself in cycles where you are the rescuer. You are the healer. You are rescuing the hopeless cases. And that can be exhausting. And that could really drag you down into the mud. And so this could be a time to break out of that. That, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be the rescuer anymore. You know, I'm only dealing with people who are making an effort. Sure, I can be there for someone. I can encourage someone. I can be healing. But I'm not going to go, you know, jumping into the swamp, you know, pulling people out who are fighting me. They have to be doing their work. And so you may be kind of raising the vibration here of who you're allowing into your circle, who you're dealing with. If you're self-employed, you might even be finding that you're more selective with clientele or people that you're taking on, because you're setting this boundary of like who is going to access your energy or who you're giving your energy to. The next card that's coming up here for the Taurus collective is the Knight of Pentacles. This card also came up for Leo. So if you're dealing with a Leo or if you have a Leo placement, you might want to check out that reading for the week. But Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race. Consistency is going to be the key to your success. There's no need to be freaking out and trying to rush everything or trying to get everything done, you know, right away. It's just one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. And that consistency is going to create long lasting success, stability, and results. Okay, there's no need to rush the process, and there's no need to feel like you have to race here or you have to hurry or rush to get things done. But just be consistent. Keep showing up. Keep doing what you're doing. And you're building this stability for yourself. You're building this success for yourself. Any other vibes I'm getting here? Let's see. I feel some of you are also coming into a time where you felt like maybe you were going to have to sacrifice some part of your authenticity for the sake of acceptance, whether this was acceptance in terms of your career path or acceptance in terms of like love life or relationship. And I feel like you're coming into a time where you're realizing there's balance. There's balance, there's agreement. You're not going to have to sacrifice this aspect of yourself, but you're going to find a way to work it in. So there could be something very unconventional about you or your life path or your life plan that maybe you felt like this is making it difficult for me to have a quote unquote normal life, and you thought you had to sacrifice something for it. So like, for example, maybe you're a very spiritual person, and so you thought that in order to be in your spiritual service and to be in your spiritual path, you have to sacrifice a relationship. And you're finding that you don't have to do that. But there may be ways that you're doing it in a way where you're finding balance or finding compromise. So in other words, maybe you're doing it in a way where you're not drawing attention to it. Or maybe you're doing it in a way where your partner says, look, I really want to be with you and I want to have a family with you, and I understand that you want to do this stuff, but I want to have kids and I don't want this stuff around my kids. And you might say, okay, fair enough. I won't introduce this to the kids until they're older, until they're at an age where they can make these kinds of decisions for themselves. There could be some kind of compromise like this. Some of you might say, no way, nope, not at all. I'm going to, if I'm going to have kids, I'm going to teach this to them from day one. That's your right to do, right? And you may find someone that accepts that. That's okay with that. But for some of you, there could be like some kind of meeting in the middle or some kind of negotiation or some kind of compromise where somebody's saying like, I'm letting you do this, but I don't want you, exposing minor children to it, or children who are like not adults, or there could be something like this where there's like a working out or like a defining of terms in like how something is being done. Maybe it's not spiritual stuff, maybe it's something else, but I'm just giving that as an example. There could be something that you thought you had to sacrifice, and you don't have to sacrifice it, but there may be a way in which it's being worked in, like finding a solution that everybody's comfortable with, or like meeting in the middle somewhere. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a playlist in the description that will take you to the other videos. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Take care and be well, my darlings.